Australians are no strangers to extreme weather events, and the first half of this year has been worse than ever. Thousands of us are making claims for floods and cyclones totalling a staggering $1.8 billion. Nikki Brooks has been hit twice, but she says the biggest blow has come from her insurer.
I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified of my house falling down.
When a loss finally occurs, the last thing you want to be having to do is try and find receipts.
In February 2020, a significant weather event drenched Carrara, Queensland. Nikki's garage and her home hair salon were destroyed.
It's been so cruel and so nasty and so belittling, and if you think there's rock bottom, there's a whole nother level when you have to do this sort of stuff.
Allianz Insurance accepted the loss and as part of the settlement required Nikki to do works to her property to prevent a similar situation in the future. Construction began in 2021, but in February the following year, while building was underway, a second weather disaster hit.
It was just the sheer volume of it, and it caused a catastrophic mudslide that actually broke through a load-bearing wall downstairs and completely covered my garage and all my contents in mud.
This time, Allianz refused Nikki's claim, arguing the damage was related to maintenance and construction.
I'm probably out of pocket, probably $2 million. I know that sounds outrageous, but just the contents alone added up to $650,000.
Nikki's home is still a disaster zone. She claims to have broken her ankle just getting in and out of her property.
I've just undergone an ankle reconstruction, and because I couldn't live in my house, I had to live in a hospital for 10 weeks, and my 16-year-old son has lived in the house.
The total insured cost of extreme weather events that impacted Australia in the first half of this year has exceeded $1.8 billion, according to the Insurance Council of Australia. Incurred claims from the mid-north coast of New South Wales and the Hunter floods in May reached almost $200 million across 11,500 claims. Ex-tropical cyclone Alfred exceeded 125,000 claims, totalling $1.36 billion. And the North Queensland floods in February reached $274 million across more than 11,000 claims.
If your house was turned upside down and you lost everything, would you be able to create a detailed list of everything that you lost? And most people say no.
So we simply take a photo of the item.
Dan Novick developed MyVal, a free app that could change how we insure home contents. Point your smartphone camera at any object in your home: TV, appliances, rugs, artworks, jewellery. MyVal's smart image recognition technology instantly identifies the item, estimates its market value and categorises it into a digital vault. The app flags items that exceed standard policy limits, so you know exactly what needs extra coverage. Everything is then stored in the cloud with timestamps and GPS data, so if your home is destroyed, your inventory is recorded and potentially claim ready.
An average claim period is like 3 months. If you have all this information available up front, there's no reason why it can't be a few days or a week that you get your claim settled.
How safe is people's information?
Right, I think that's a very important question, and it was our number one priority when we started building the app, and it took us over a year to build, and we only use Australian developers, we only use Australian servers, we comply with all Australian privacy laws, and we use end-to-end encryption, and the data is absolutely secure.
Nearly every house in Australia will be underinsured with respect to contents. We just don't realise how much we buy and how much that replacement value is until such time as we've had a major loss.
Derek Jorgensen is Managing Director of Claim Partners, an insurance claim preparer. He says insurance companies have been using similar tools themselves to obtain replacement values for contents that have been damaged.
The insurance companies are acting or setting policies on the basis of the information that the client provides them. So if the client's not doing the research and providing the necessary information, then you can't expect the insurance company to pick up the slack when a total loss occurs and people find that they are underinsured.
Nikki's insurer Allianz has since agreed to cover her contents, but continues to exclude the destruction caused by the building damage.
4 years later, I haven't had a settlement and my house is destroyed. I've lost everything. I've lost my business. I can't work as a hairdresser anymore. Like, I can't stand up.
Allianz Insurance says it settled the contents claim with Nikki for an amount that exceeded the sum insured and has made her an offer for the building claim.